All right. What's going on, fam? I just decided I was gonna take me a little lunch break. This is your boy Will, and I just wanted to take a minute to do a little practical moments with Will. Today, I want to talk about being needed and it not being the same as being known. Okay. So again, welcome to Practical Moments with Will, where we talk about real life, we talk about real faith, and we do it without a filter. Let's begin to get into it. I eat my lunch at the same time. Okay? So, some of y'all may be wondering why I'm doing this. Well, I've been thinking about the difference between being needed and being known. Because, family, it's a big difference, okay? They are not the same thing. Even though we got to admit sometimes we do treat it like it's the same thing, they're not. Because the truth is, being needed, it really starts to feel good at first. You know, you start to feel like you're being dependent on or you're being relied on. That people are quote unquote valuing you, that you can oftentimes feel like you're important, you know? I mean, it feels good when people come to you for answers, they come to you for various support, or they come to you for stability. But if we really be honest with ourselves over time, something very subtle can begin to happen, you know, because you start to become or start being quote unquote appreciated for what you do. But the problem is that you start being appreciated more for what you do than who you truly are. And if you're not careful, you may not realize that that is where what I call true intimacy starts to thin out. Because what happens is you have a bunch of people around you who they know what your function is, they know what your position is, but they don't always know about your inner life. They know that you are dependable. They know that you're going to show up when the rubber meets the road, okay? They don't always know what you're carrying, though, okay? And when function, role, whatever, starts to, sorry, I was getting an alert on my phone. When function starts to replace intimacy, relationships start to feel efficient, but they're not really nourishing. You're connected, but you're not fully known, and that can leave you feeling oddly lonely at times. And I know what I'm talking about because I've been there. And this happens even in the best of relationships. So I want to bring that to your attention today and give you some kind of inspiration or some kind of hope if that is you and if you're feeling that way. Because the truth is, if this resonates with you and your situation today, being needed doesn't mean that you are being fully seen. And you need to understand that. And being valued for function isn't the same as being loved for who you are. You know, the song says, I worship you because of who you are. It's a difference, okay? You are allowed to want relationships that know your heart, not just your reliability. Okay? And letting yourself be known won't make you any less dependable. In fact, it will make your relationships even the more deeper. And the depth is really what sustains true connection, true intimacy. And that depth is going to be the thing that sustains the true intimacy when your function or your usefulness eventually runs out, because it typically does, you know. And I just want to encourage you to not just allow people to know you for the things that you do for them, but let them get to know you for who you truly are, your presence. Anyway, that was on my mind, so I figured I'd talk to y'all about it. I hope that you're having a good day today. I am. It's beautiful outside, and I wanted to get out and hang out. And thank you for spending a little bit of time with me. You've been listening to Practical Moments with your boy Will. Peace.